You will be following the story. Please take us through the agenda for the ANC's January the 8th statement and the program that will follow in this week.
Well, this week all the ANC leadership is in Northwest, where they are mobilizing the masses so that they can attend on Saturday, where President Jacob Zuma, the party leader, is expected to deliver the statement. And we must remember that it is not President Jacob Zuma's statement, but the ANC NEC statement. The ANC NEC statement, it's a statement that speaks to the program of action of the party, in connection with what's likely to happen this year. But this very same statement, it gives an indication that during the ANC Lokotla that will follow very soon, this is the issues that, or these are the issues that the ANC is going to deliberate on. And of course, the inputs thereof, you would recall that the ANC is the ruling party. Then the very same decisions and recommendations and statements on observations made at that ANC Lekgotla will then be taken to the government Lekgotla, where government must come up with program of action or proposal or maybe solutions to address the challenges perhaps they have highlighted or progress made, how do we develop the progress made further, and that will find itself in the President's and State of the Nation address. And you will see, when you look at the ANC January statement and the President State of the Nation address, you will find some similar issues playing itself in both the statements. Therefore, the January 8th statement, yes, it's a party event, it's an ANC event, it's an ANC statement, but because the ANC is the ruling party, issues that the president of the ANC is going to touch on are likely to affect our own lives as South Africans, but also, on international stage, because it will also highlight issues on international stage.
So it's the grand plan of the ANC, so to speak,
yes,
for the year
yes.
ahead. Now, the NEC is sitting tomorrow. What will be discussed in that particular meeting? Well,
the ANC will look at the final statement, because you have people who have put together the statement with the input of all ANC and EC members, and of course the president looking at the statement, because you can't just deliver something that you don't agree to, and therefore give it a final stamp of approval to say, yes, we agree, you can go ahead, you can address the ANC membership, but also the country and the continent in terms of the ANC's program of action for this year. And when you look at that statement, it is likely to touch on issues such as with local government around the corner, what the ANC expect its candidates, but also its members to do on the ground to prepare for the local government election. The issue of the economy, currently you are aware that South Africa is facing serious challenges pertaining to the economy. The president will give an indication in terms of the ANC's views on the challenges that we are facing on the economic front and how to address those challenges. The issue of education, with higher education challenges, you remember the fees must fall last year, and we are about to see thousands of the young people going to institution of high learning. Do we have money to assist them? How are we going to ensure that they all find space in this in respective institution, not only universities, to get that training, but also the skills that the country needs. The issues of health, and then one burning issue of social cohesion. We've seen recently all the challenges we face when you look at social media, how people are holding different views in terms of what's happening in the country, which leads to a situation where you pick up some tendencies of racism. I'm definitely sure President Zuma will really be very hard on this one, and also give an indication how the ANC is going to resolve these matters, or going to ensure that as South Africans we don't move away from Nelson Mandela's vision and his approach. You'd recall when he took office as the president, but also as the president of the ANC, he was very strong on issues of reconciliation and social cohesion.
Now, the issue of the venue, Rustenburg, as the venue for the January 8th statement. Has the ANC been barred from Marikana?
I don't think ANC has been barred from Marikana, because that will be a set day if ANC or any party in the Republic of South Africa was to be refused access to any area in the Republic of South Africa. You would recall that before 1994, we have problems of no-go areas, particularly in a province like KZN. And the ANC and everybody and the parties there worked very hard to ensure that we do away with such tendencies, to give South Africans a right to choose and express their views freely. You look at what's in the Constitution. I mean, freedom of association is enshrined in the Constitution. Therefore, South Africans have a right to go and listen or not to go and listen. And therefore, I think it will be a sad day if people were to be barred to go and listen to the speech. But you know, political tensions are always there. You can't rule out such a behavior or such attempts to ensure that there's some instability in the area during the event, or as the ANC is currently in the Northwest. But also internally in the ANC as well, with the division playing itself, there will be some individuals that would want to take opportunity to express their views, because they know very well that now the leadership has descended in Northwest, we are able to express our views. But I think what South Africans and all of us must always remember is that in terms of the South African Constitution, we all have a right to freedom of association, and therefore I think it will be a sad day if we can start with that tone this year, but also towards local government, where some parties can't campaign or can't hold meetings in different parts of the country. I think that will be a sad day. I think our democracy is now how many years? 21 years. And we cannot continue in that vein. We have to demonstrate that we are a mature country. And secondly, we are an example in the continent, and therefore we can't err.
Now, Sophie, you'll be following the stories. Anything that we've missed or that we should be on the lookout for before the January 8th statement?
No, of course, on Thursday night, the ANC will have a dinner, and that's where business people will be there. And I guess when they engage with the ANC, they will raise their concerns around the economy. And then, of course, on Friday, the real day, it's the 8th of January. That's the real day, a mini celebration. But the ANC statement delivered by the party leader will be on Saturday.
Sophie, thank you so much for your time and joining us here. That was Sophie Mokoena, the SABC's acting political editor and as well foreign editor, here in studio with us. Let's move on.